we're able to link up to the SHA. Now, the last one is the payslip, which you can also link the payslip. Payslip might not be the same in terms of format, but the basic gross deduction will be the same, but in form of the format. So maybe if you have a different company, then you use a different format. So if you want to automate the payslip, the first thing you have to see, will I be using a payroll number to automate, or the name of the employee? Or if you are using the payroll number, then you have to make this payroll number to be automated, or you use the list of employee, which you can use this one, or the designation. So any can work. So first you have to, let's use the payroll number. So we will make a drop-down list in the payroll number here. So we'll have to make a drop-down list. So I hope some of you have been filing the returns, and you find that in the KRA Excel sheet, there is a place, if you click, you will get the list of the item which has been listed there. So that one, we call it a drop-down. We call it drop-down list. So we will use the payroll number as our drop-down list. So I will put the cursor in B4, go to data, then go to data validation. Data validation again, you will get this data validation setting, which you will go to allow, and then to select the list, put the cursor in the source. Then in the source, you will go now and select the the payroll number. So maybe we can go to database, select our payroll number, that is the payroll number, and then you can put the message here that just insert, or you just need to put the title here, select from drop down list. So put another message, and then you set OK. So anytime someone click here, will see this message, select from the drop down list. Select from the drop down list. So now if you select one, you can see we have 1, 2, 3. These are our payroll number. So now we want to automate. Once we select payroll number 1, we get all these items populated here. So first we will need to populate the name, designation, and the basic earning. So for the name, I hope saizi XLOOKUP, kila mtu wako na Excel ya XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP is very easy if we use the XLOOKUP compared to VLOOKUP. It gives you the same work, but I prefer XLOOKUP. So you can see this one, we have the payroll number, and then that is our payroll number. We can get the name by getting the name. Hii column tulikuwa tumename name, na hii tulikuwa tumename payroll number. That's why I said XLOOKUP is much easier. So if you know that you have the payroll number and you have the name, then you don't need even to stress yourself going back to the database. You just need to write the XLOOKUP, and then it will ask you the lookup value. We are looking for this payroll number, comma. We are looking from which lookup array? We are looking from the payroll number in payroll number column in our database, which we had already named PN, the payroll number, that one, comma. What are we looking at? Or if Excel get that number 1, you want Excel to return what? We want to return the name. So you just write the name. It will appear, and then you click enter. So you can see that one is person A. You can also use it to auto-populate the basic and the gross. So the basic, you just need to go to the current column. You can rename all these columns so that this one is, you can just, where is it, basic? You can just go to this column, right here, basic, shift negative to give you that, and then you say basic pay, enter, allowance, allowance. I hope you are seeing the name box there where we are writing allowance, enter, and then gross pay. You can also name this gross pay. Shift, don't space. You just need to write shift negative to give you that sign. NSSF, we have already have that one as an NSSF deduction. SHA, enter. Housing levy, we already have that one. Taxable pay, we can get it from the formula. Net pay, we have already have the net pay. The net pay and the net pay here, we can even also get from there. What we only need is the basic, allowance, gross pay, and all these. So once we name all these columns, it will be much easier for us to use the X lookup. So we'll just come here for us to get the basic, just say X lookup. The lookup value is is payroll number. So if I want to drag the formula downward, what I can just do is to fix this payroll number by pressing F4. So I hope you don't forget the F4 is the dollar sign. So if you press F4, it will give you the $2. So that one, you can be able to drag your formula downwards. So what you're looking here is the basic pay in the payroll. Do we have the payroll number in this case? Let's use the name. Let's use the name because we cannot use the payroll number, and yet in our current, or we have the current, let's see. We have to rename this one because we are looking this one. Now we are not looking in the database now. It is in the current month. So we'll have to rename here our payroll number, current month, CM, payroll number, current month, enter. So you come here now, equals X lookup. Lookup. The payroll number is this one, locked with F4, comma. We are looking from the payroll number, the current month, comma. We are looking for basic pay. We just need to write the basic pay. It will pop up here. Enter. Drag your formula downward. What you only need to do is to change this one. After this, you change to NSSF. NSSF deduction. Enter. This one we just this one is the gross pay, not NSSF. We have the gross pay. Yeah, we have the gross pay. Enter NSSF. Save deduction, SHA. Then housing levy. Just need to change the last part, AHL. Enter. So after that, you can be able to get the taxable pay by using the formula. So I will take the gross minus this, minus this, minus this. So I can be able to get my taxable pay. This one, you can just link. You don't need to repeat yourself. Once you have this one, you can just say equals to this. You equate NSSF also, you equate to that. And then this one you equate to the SHA. Copy the formula here for the pay here. So you just copy the formula, Control V and Control V to paste, and then change these deductions to pay or net pay, which is this one. So the reason why my formula is working is because I've locked this payroll number. You can see there is a dollar. So I hope you know how to use this dollar. If you have $2, it means you cannot move down, left, right, or anywhere. It will station there, even if you copy your formula in any direction. So also this one, then it's easier to now. Now we need now to incorporate another formula if it is not available. Let's say if we have advanced, don't have advanced, let's add another column here. Then add another column here. Let's call this one advanced. Let's call that one advanced, and then The other side, we call it others. So column N, I will call advances. Enter. And then column O, I will call others. Now there's a scenario where you will not get this data. Maybe there is no this data. And what will Excel return to you? So let's see. If we copy the formula, if we copy this formula to these two, change this one to advances. Enter. You can see is giving us a hashtag value now, which we don't know if we add, if it will give us that one. So I think it is best to give a 0 if the Excel will not find that value, to give us a 0 so that you can be able to add, to make others with S. So if you don't get this value, you can introduce another function called if not available. So if not available, this is an Excel formula also. It is a if statement which give you a condition that if something you are looking is not available, Excel can return you a 0 instead of empty, because this one is empty. So if we try to add this and this, it might not add because there is no value here. It is just a blank. So you can introduce if not available. If not available here, the Excel will say the first value, which is that one, and then comma. If it is not available, value if not available. Excel can return you as a 0. Then close the bracket, enter. So now whatever we have it here is a 0. So we are certain with that. You can also put this one if not available, put a comma after bracket, put 0, close, enter. So now we can be able to get other deduction, which is sum of this, giving us 0. So total deduction will be this plus this. So add this to get the total deduction. So this is our total deduction. The net pay will be now the gross pay minus the total deduction, which will give us 60.0. So let's confirm whether it is matching with the payroll number here. It is okay. So once you change any person here, everything will change. So you get the pay slip. That one to get the pay slip. So maybe as we move ahead,